to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another SEC rival, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play. Here's the handoff.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll just down it right there. First down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Getting some heat. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Bush. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Back to the air one more time. Back open in the middle.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. On target to the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll run it. It's Williamson. Fakes his man out. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's out of bounds, just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now? And the Red Raiders in the hurry up. Off the play fake. Looking for space to the left. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Receivers right now aren't getting open. We got to do a better job offensively of trying to create opportunities for them. So use motion, get some stack releases, create that separation, slant routes, out-breaking routes. Just give your quarterback a chance.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
From the gun, running back on the move. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Trying to beat the D deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Sales went into the middle, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
The Buckeyes are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Wiggins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
QB did a great job hanging in the pocket, showing great toughness. But I'll tell you this, that offensive coordinator ain't happy. He doesn't want to see those hits continue to pile up on his QB.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snags it over the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Now they'll try the right side.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Texas Tech, number 84.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it quickly to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
I know this offense came out here in the 2nd half hoping to build on their 1-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Looking for a block. It's Wiggins. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Make a big play in the passing game, single snap, get a touchdown.
21, Ohio State, 7.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Kick this one away.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. And you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
He wants to throw. Looking deep. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Touchdown, Texas Tech.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. It's a fake. Shuffle it to the tight end. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Trying to pick up the first, out of the backfield.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll leave it with him. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Tackle is made at the 17-yard line. Third down coming.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Hands it off. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
From the gun, the running back has it. At midfield, he's got room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Going up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you're going to come right back with tempo. And a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas Tech 27, Ohio State 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Trying to barge their way in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State 14.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Got room at the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with a...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over Kansas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Starts to scramble to the left. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size and still got him on the turf. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Fires to the big fella. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free. Like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a 1st down, new set of downs for the offense.
And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
28.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. They'll go to the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Hit as he throws. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give as they work on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up by 18 over Kansas State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends, they got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
Coming after it. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss. Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.